But I'll just sort of jump on and do this live. So back in with the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Eye Cream. Feeling a bit sickly today. Not great. Got some moisturisation going under the eyes here. Let's turn the light down. Okay. That's that done. Then, as always, we're going to go in with a simple hydrating light moisturiser, 12-hour moisturisation. Just looks like that. Just about getting the tiniest amount out, really. I think that's going to be too much. Just a little bit goes so far. Hello, Cheryl. Oh, from Washington State. Hello. How are you? How's the weather there? I need a bit more for my forehead. Oh, come on. Oh, it would help if I opened the cap, wouldn't it? Oh, that's way too much. I'm alright, thank you. Lots of rain here. I hope you're well. I'm doing as well as can be expected. I'm just waiting for my appointment to come through for an operation. But I don't want to dwell on it. So I'll try and do these lives as often as I can. Right, yeah, I pulled way too much from my forehead. That would have done my entire face. It was snowing here yesterday. And it's supposed to be snowing again in the UK on Thursday. So that's wonderful. Hi, Gola, how are you? That needs to be blended in. No worries. I have medical stuff happening too. Pray for you, girl. Oh, I'm really sorry. It sucks, doesn't it? Like, I'd just started a new job. I was really excited about it. And I've just had to take, like, I think this may be my 6th week off work. And obviously, I was in training. Well, there's no obviously about it. I was in training for 4 weeks. And my line manager rung me. And we've agreed I'll go back in January. But I'll need to do the training again, unfortunately. Because they can't, like she said, we can't expect you to remember everything. So I just need to get that operation out of the way, and hopefully I'll be better to go back in January. Oh, I'm glad you are, Gola. I'm not doing too bad, thank you. Hi, Zach. Hi, babe. Right, let's get some primers on. I hope whatever you're going through, Cheryl, you get through it. because there's nothing worse than being ill. So I'm going in now with a shot, me say. It's called No Poi. And I'm a bit extra when it comes to primers. I use 2. But that's only because I use one under the eyes. I don't know what's going on with my nose. I'm getting... Can you see? I'm getting like scabs under my nose there. And I had one there the other day. Now I've got one here. And I thought it was from blowing my nose. But the cold went ages ago. So I don't know what it is. Loving the jumpers you have been wearing. This is the new one I spoke about yesterday from H&M, babe. Love this time of year for clothing and makeup. Yeah. Need to be warm. You just need to be kept warm. Gonna have to be careful when I put foundation on though. I don't want to stain it. Which country do we live in? Do I live in? It's the UK. Right. We're really getting to the bottom of this. I don't know how many uses are left, but there's not many. Really, H&M, yeah. £24.99 it was. So very inexpensive. So it's £24.99 and I got 10% off for becoming a member. I guess it's like their reward system in a way. So it was only £22.50 in the end. And H&M's now are pretty much all over the world. Whether you can buy this in every H&M, I don't know. I'd look on the website. They do 3 different colours. They do this one, a blue one, and I think a grey one, but I like this one. And I didn't see the other colours, to be honest. It'd be like, I want one in every colour. No, even I'm not that obsessive. I will have to take a look. Yeah, you should. Right, let's get a bit of colour corrector on. Not that I need it. So the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in light to medium. Just put a bit on each eye. Okay, that's good. Where are you? Get some of that highlighter stick. I use this religiously just because it's part of an item in my shop, my stash that I want to use up. I don't know, I mean, it still looks... I think that might be better. Right, let's go in with some Fenty today. So I found my sponge. Yesterday I really didn't like going in and spreading it with my hands. Let me see. Well, my hands are still clean if I can roll it over. Oh. So just to make sure that I don't get any foundation on it. So if you're interested, my shade is 120 and it's a Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I'm nearly out of it. It's a Project Pan foundation. Hi Nada, I'm from the UK. Can you not tell my accent? Angie, hi. How you doing? I thought so because of the accent, yeah. Whereabouts are you from, Nada? I can tell it's a lovely accent. Oh, no, it's not, Cheryl. I feel like in the UK, where is a lovely accent is from London. Now, I'm from Lancashire. It's a small place called Lancashire. It's not really small, but if you compare it to London, it is. Like the population. I'm from the northwest. Yeah, I don't really like my accent. Didn't I like when you have to do your own voicemail for your mobile phone? I hate hearing it back with a passion. I'm sorry you are still feeling bad. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, my throat's not as bad as it was. The worst time my throat, I mean, it'll probably go in and out if I'm on this live for an hour. But the worst time for my throat is in the morning and then late at night. And then I've got all those stomach issues that need rectifying. So I need to get all that sorted, and then hopefully when the new cohort starts in January, they'll have me back at work. I sound like Minnie Mouse on helium. I love Minnie Mouse though. Minnie Mouse is my favourite character. Well, Mickey and Minnie. But I am just getting so fed up of feeling sick all the goddamn time. I'm going to put some facial mist on as well. Got some Face Facts Vitamin C facial mist. So I put it on a sponge. I just can't believe how close we are to Christmas as well. Luckily I bought everything. Well, I need to buy some chocolate for people, but I bought for the most part. Maybe a bit more for this side. And I'm coming out with these massive breakouts as well. Not massive, but a lot of breakouts. Like I'm getting them in places I wouldn't normally get breakouts. And I can only put that down to my immune system being shot. Did you ever see The Muppet Show with Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy? That was awesome. Oh, yes. Have you seen this? I'll be using this soon. My friend got it me a couple of years ago. Colourpop Holidays palette. And they brought it out especially for Christmas. I think it's so cute. And that's what it looks like inside. So I'll be doing quite a few different looks with that. I love this green down here, festive. It's so pretty. And I like that pink as well because it's like a duochrome. I've got a lot of palettes. Well, I say a lot. Probably about 4 to do Christmas looks with. I've just ordered another one from Odin's Eye. Do you know the Odin's Eye Rosy Jingle or Jingle Rosy? That pastel one that they brought out. That one's on its way as we speak. Probably be here next week. Oh, adorable. I know. Packaging gets me every single time. But I didn't buy that, my friend did. Right, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Gallery Hide and Chic Supersize Liquid Concealer. Which lasts forever. I don't really use that much, that's why. Oh, I spent so much today on shipping, guys. So there was a package that I had to ship anywhere to my friend in Australia. So there was a Christmas present, a birthday present, and she ordered a couple of bits. So I had to ship that. But there was a passport renewal that I had to do for myself. And that was quite costly. That was in the UK. So they said it might be best if you get it signed for. And I'm like, oh, a couple of pounds. £5. £5. And I'm thinking to myself, right, everything, if kind of nothing goes wrong, it will have been worth it. But if they reject that passport due to the photograph not being good enough, I'll be pissed. And I need to make the most of the passport as well and go travelling. I know I definitely want to go to Paris with my mum. Australia as well. I'd love to be able to get to Australia next year. But I'll have to, it's like I said to Lisa, you know, I'll have to do that travelling by myself and that scares me. You know, did you guys ever see Taken? The first one especially, where Liam Neeson's daughter went on holiday to Paris with her best friend. And she got took and they tried trafficking her, drugging her up to the, you know, the eyeballs. And I was looking, I mean, I've said this already the other day when I was talking about it. I was looking at for flights, and I saw this one for 836, I think it was. And I thought, oh, that's not bad. But it's free planes, so it would be Manchester to Sweden, Zurich in Sweden, then Zurich to Singapore, then Singapore to Australia. I'm not doing that. It's a 38-hour flight, like when you combine them all. So I found another one which is slightly more expensive. It's 1,036 or something like that. But what you've got to think about is I don't have any hotel costs because I'm staying with Lisa, my friend. It's just my flight and spending money I'd need it for. Great movie. Hi, Angie. Right. So, browser on. It's very, very simplistic when I do my brows. Nothing to write home about there. Let's try and go in with this e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder. They say it's a finishing powder, but I use it not as a finishing powder. To me, it's just not. It's not a finishing powder. I do want to use it up though. I wouldn't buy it again. Best finishing powders are by Hourglass. And yeah, guys, I know they're expensive, but the best thing you can do is get a palette with the finishing powders in. Like, sometimes they'll just give you one giant one. Sometimes they'll give you two, like last year. Where is mine? Ugh. Right, I'm getting into it. So I've got two of these. One's in Project Pan though. I'll show you the one that's barely been touched. This one I got last year. I was going to get this year's palette, the Evil Eye one, but I just thought, well, I barely touched it. So last year they gave us two finishing powders, that one and that one. This one is really good for under the eyes. The blushers, they normally give you two. So obviously these two here, bronzer, highlighter. They're just really good value for money. And they're £90 now. When I say they're really good value for money, individually, you'd be paying so much more for powders and blushers from them because they're like £40–50 a pop. So I would definitely say if you want to try Hourglass products out, it's better to get a palette. But they only bring them palettes out at Christmas, like the holiday season. So yeah, starting to feel better. That's good. Just working so much. Have you had any antibiotics yet? And when you say working so much, where do you mean you've been working? Are you like working at the hotel still, or are you working that new job? I wish I could say I've been working. Right, so we've done powder. Right, I need to get the contour stick out. So after today's look, I can shop my stash tomorrow. And we'll be using a different palette. Right, so I'm going in with a She Glam Snatch and Define stick in soft tan. Don't know why I have to look. Shouldn't have to look. It's a really nice colour. If you're fair-skinned like me, I know a lot of people don't like shopping at She Glam or Shein, but I would get another one of these. See how much I've used. I always buy the individual products from Hourglass. I've never bought the palettes. You would be saving money buying the palettes. But at least, like, if you go to the Hourglass website, you can choose the products that you want to buy. I just look at the palette, and if they've got shades in that I think I'm going to like, that's going to go with my skin. And normally they do a fair, medium and deep version. I'll buy it. I just think you're getting more value for your money. I mean, I do have one blush, no, two blushes, two singles. I've got a little mini, and then I've got a full-size blush. And I did say, like, when the Black Friday sale comes on this time, I'm going to buy some finishing powder, but I don't need it. It's going to take me a year to get through that one there. I'm hoping to finish the one that I'm using now. A couple of years ago, palette. So I'm using the finishing powder for that. And then next year, I'm hoping to use, like, the products a little bit more, the blushes and the bronzer, and just try and get that out of the collection. Okay. Right, I'm going to go in with this palette, this Sunkissed Copper Crush. Just for the bronzer. I don't think I'm using the blushes in here. To be honest, I'm getting a bit fed up of using this palette. And that's not like me. Normally with powder bronzer, I don't mind using the same one for a month. I don't even know how long it's been. I think it's been over a month since I pulled everything out. With me being off work, I'm going to try and do these lives every night. Just try and get my voice used to actually physically talking again. Or at least every 2 nights. Right, blusher. What are we doing? Right, I'll use this one. I might use this as well. This one here, down here. It could get patchy. No, I won't. Sorry to keep on moving you. So the Shea Glam, this is fairly new actually. I've only used it a couple of times. It's in the shade Love Cake. It's got one of those little doe foots. See, can you hear my voice is going already? We're only 29 minutes in. Calm down, Andrea. Right, let's get a brush. Let's get the Shea Glam brush. It's supposed to go with this blusher. I have to go, Mod, for the next few hours. Have a lovely evening. See you soon. No worries, Cheryl. Thank you for coming in. I just like how I look, you know, once I've got a base on. Not even necessarily eyeshadow and things like that, but once I've got a base on, like, I look more youthful, I look more flushed. Like when I've not got makeup on, I just look so ill. So ill. And it doesn't help when I am ill. Much love, y'all. Oh, same to you. Same to you. If you're still here. Right, I might put some of that other blush on. No, what I'll do, I'll put a Sharp Marseille one on. Brush, brush, brush. Going with the Real Techniques brush, and we'll go with the Sharp Marseille Lumi, just to get a bit of sheen going on. So this one is in the shade Frantic Pink. There we go. And if you don't want to wear highlighter with these, you seriously don't have to, guys. Oh, that's pretty. But I always do. So let's go in with the Super Shock Lunch Money in Super Shock. I think you would look really good in Mood Exposure Blush by Hourglass. I think I've got it. If I haven't, yeah, I'll consider getting that. I'll have a look what's in my singles. And I'll just make sure it's not in my palette. Right, Rose Fusion and Diffused Heat. So it's not in that one. Luminous Rose and Vibrant Heat, and it's not in that one either. So if I've got it, it's going to be in a single. And my singles are in my vanity case underneath, so I don't want to be looking at that while I'm in this live. But I'll have a look. Mood Exposure. I'll have a look when I do my Shop My Stash. I'm gonna screenshot just to remember. Hi Emily. A mini is more than enough for that blush. A little goes a long way. Right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with MAC Soft and Gentle. You definitely don't need 2 highlighters on your face. It's overkill. But I'm trying to use the MAC Soft and Gentle up. Just let's blend all this out. I mean, I like to beam, but I don't like to look unnatural. Oh, I'm really, really loving that new perfume I bought, that dupe perfume. It just smells so similar to the real deal. And I'm not saying I'm not going to buy the real deal, but I'll buy it when finances are a bit better. So MAC Soft and Gentle. I could go out and buy it, but I mean, I would rather give my mum some money towards our Christmas dinner. And like, I have so much food over the Christmas period. Like, I have Christmas dinner there, Boxing Day. What she does, right, I'll go through our agenda. So she makes me a great big fry up Christmas Day. And she does it New Year's Day as well, I think. And then, like, we'll have our dinner, like, pretty late. So Christmas dinner, we have food Boxing Day, we have food New Year's Day. So literally she's always been spending a lot of money, and this time I want to spend some money. I want to transfer her some money without her knowing, because she won't take it off me. Maybe like £50 or something like that. Because I keep saying, like, every year I've said, let me help you, let me give you some money, but she won't. So hopefully I will be able to do that this time. The Colourpop highlighter is really nice. Yeah, I think it's going a little bit kind of, it's having its day now. So I'm probably just going to keep it in there and just use it underneath my main highlighter. Looks good on you, thank you. Right, let's get the finishing powder, which I can't show you how well I'm doing. I'm doing pretty well on it, guys. You will see it if you watch my project pan update. I just love the finishing powders. I mean, it looks so flawless on the skin. I mean, people that say, oh, you don't need it, you can use a different finishing powder. The only other finishing powder that I know that, you know, looks this good is the Huda Glowish, and I don't even know if you can get that anymore. She's always discontinuing things. Heard somebody say on TikTok, it was on Huda's page actually, he did a look with the new Icy Nudes palette, and he said, oh, she's discontinuing it. He said, but that's no surprise considering bigger palettes have had its day. And I'm thinking, what do you mean bigger palettes have had its day? Natasha Denon's still doing hers. You've got more choice in bigger palettes. And I'm not being funny, but she only releases them once a year. She can't take the time to release once a year. Oh, let's get some... Oh, I don't have any... Yeah, I have setting spray. Let's try this new one. Beauty Crop. Amelia Olivia Glow Milk Mist. Sealing Set Mist. Enriched with rose water. Oh, I don't like rose water. Niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. But it does say it's glowy. Yeah, that is a weird thing about Huda products. People love and buy. Poof, gone. Exactly. I can smell the rose water. I won't buy it again. I'm going to use it up, but I will not buy this again on first impression. This is the first time I've ever used it. The other skin properties in there might be good for your skin, but do you know when you like some? Do you know when you dislike something so much, and it's in a product? Rose water, I just don't like it. I've got a lot of indigestion today. Like you needed to know that, but yeah, I really do. I've barely eaten. I had some toast at my mum's, that's it, all day. Right, so this is just the eyeshadow base by Juvia's Place. And since I got sick, I have lost so much weight. I mean, when I say so much weight, but it is so much weight for me. It's half a stone. Don't ask me what that converts to in kilos. You'd have to go on the internet. My mum wanted me to weigh myself last night on her scales, and I don't even think they're right. I don't think the scales are right, so I may have lost even more weight than that. When I was really ill, I just was struggling to eat. yeah, I'm working my new job. Then when I get off, I go straight to the hotel and work there. Then I have to go home and sleep about 2 hours before I go back to my new job. Then go back to the hotel. How are you spending time with your children, Angie? That's a lot of hours. So what does this new job consist of? What is it? What's your job role there? I remember you mentioning in one of your videos that you're gonna leave the hotel. The only video of yours I don't think I've watched is the new one that you put up. And I'm just getting, I'm getting round to these videos. So it will get watched. I do that 2 to 3 days a week. Right, so it's not consistent. It's not 7 days. I suppose that's better than nothing, isn't it? Then Friday, when I get off from my new job, I go home and crash. This Saturday, I would have been off, but I accepted a home health assignment. I'm confused. So, this new job, is it working in the care industry? Or is it, I don't know. You'll have to let me know. Right, my skin's looking very glowy. I don't know whether it's that glow mist or what. I'm going to put my collar back up. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Somebody followed me on TikTok just now. Right, so where's my powders? No, I'm probably gonna have to put this colour down on her. At least until, I don't know where my powders are. Let's see if we can get something out of this bougie palette. So I don't know how this is going to go, guys. Just purely because I've used all the other shimmers apart from this one, and I normally use this for in a corner. I'm going to do my best with it. Right, so I'm going to go on with the shade Bougie to set that base. But it is slightly darker than what I would normally use. I feel like there's hair everywhere. Right. So because I'm using that silver, I need to go into the P. Louise Going Solo. I need this mirror. Sunday I do chores and go to see my new boyfriend. So do you only see him once a week? Right, I'm going to go with Separation. I don't know why I've started doing the left eye first. And when I do start travelling, like I'm talking about travelling as if I'm going all around the world. That's not the intention. Let's just say when I do start going on vacation, So you can hear my voice going there again, can't you? This is what it's like. This is why I can't be on the phone until my voice is fixed. Anyway, I will vlog from where I'm at. It's like kind of a bringing you along with me. Right, we're going with untie the knot. It's not really any darker than the first shade I used. I still need to do my lipstick declutter. I'm sure I'm putting it off. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to be on the phone for a period of time. Yeah, this is what I've told my boss, you know. I mean, we're 46 minutes in and I'm struggling. But that doesn't mean I don't want to go back. It just means I want to get all the issues fixed and then go back. Because it wouldn't be fair. Let's go on with prenup. It wouldn't be fair on me going back to not only me, but to my employers and to the customers. So although it's not ideal for them to have trained me once already, and then, you know, me be in this situation that I'm in now, and not go back until January. And when it starts hurting like this, when my voice starts dipping like this, it starts hurting as well. And like the calls come through on a dialing system, so it's one after the other after the other. Right, I'm going to go on with On the Rocks. You should be able to see that a bit more because it's deeper. Just going in like halfway. Maybe a bit of black. So that would be Ring Off. You can see, like, compared to all the others, Ring Off, the imprint on it has barely been touched. Hi, Eden. How are you? I mean, at least the Kaima Cosmetics palette has given me, you know, a chance to use this. Because this has only been used a few times. I hate it, right? Buying palettes, and they've just not had much use. I was doing okay. I'm starting to struggle a little bit now with my voice. Right, I'm going to go back in with Bougie, this lighter shade here. I'm glad you're well. Just blending this out a bit. I decided to go for the November budget box after they revealed the contents. Oh, sorry, I've missed a comment. I have been eyeing the ABH Spice palette. Tammy has made it look so... Right, let's start again. I've been eyeing the ABH Spice palette. Tammy has made it look too good. Yeah, it's nice, and Tammy has done some pretty looks with it. But like, to me, it's just a basic bitch palette. That I've probably got them shades over and over and over again in my collection. So that's why I decided not to buy it, and it's £32. It's like, come on, ABH. It's a £9 small palette. I decided to go for the November budget box after they revealed the contents. What November budget box, Eden? Sorry, I'm not with you. LOL, I guess I am a basic bitch. I'm not calling you a basic bitch. I'm just saying, to me, when I look at it, that's what it reminds me of. And I've got those shades probably 100 times over. Oh, you commented another comment above. Right, let's see. I'm good, how are you? Oh, I finally purchased my first P. Louise eyeshadow palette after eyeing the site for months. Which one did you get? Hope you're not sorry. Let's get some lip glue on. Lol, I know, I was just kidding. I would never call you that, babe. The November budget box one is blue and neutrals. Oh, so you've seen it? Like, because when I got my budget box last year, the one and only budget box that I've got, that I've ever had from them, and would never, ever get another one, because in my opinion, the mystery boxes for £15 are more cost effective. I got quite a few of the mystery boxes last year. I think about 3 or 4. That's where all my palettes have come from. Anyway, I got a budget box of theirs. And yeah, it wasn't good. Didn't even come with a palette in it. But yeah, if you've seen spoilers of yours, then you'll know what's coming, so that's good. Right, let's go in with On the Rocks for the lash line. Yeah, for the lash line, and then Separation. I have so many palettes, seem like the ABH Spices, mostly sparkly and toppers. Maybe, you know, I will get it when it goes on sale. I'm not paying £32 for it. To me, that's rip off central. But not everyone has my mindset. I think a lot of my mindset comes from a year of not buying. When Tammy asked me, well, she asked online, didn't she? When she said, who's going to do the no-buy with her? I'm like, I'll do it. A month's like a walk in the park for me. I'm not going to feel it. And it sounds quite cocky, that. I'm not cocky. You know, I know that if I can do it for a year, a month is a breeze. And I might continue it until I really need something like mascara. Because I don't change my mascaras up every month. As long as I've got a mascara in my collection, I don't even change them up every 3 months. I just do it when necessary. I got spice and sugar from ABH. I got them on good discount, almost 50% off. That's the kind of thing I would probably say, oh, well, I'll try it. I'll try it. You know, it's a good travel palette. I will try it. But I wouldn't get the sugar palette. That's not my colour story. I would just get the spice. Why am I looking in the drawer? Don't need to be looking in that drawer. Right, so I said yesterday I want to use Radiant all over the lid. Oh, that's pretty. My birthday is in January. I do most of my shopping that month. When in January is it, babe? January the 8th. It's like my dad's birthday's, I think it's January the 7th. My birthday's February. It's literally 6 weeks after Christmas. Oh, that's pretty. I'm a residential director. I run a group home for the intellectual disabled, making sure the staff are doing what they are supposed to do. Help take care of the residents. Shop for the home. Okay. That sounds quite rewarding. Yeah, let's go a bit darker in the outer V. So let's go back to the P. Louise. These ones are called Love Tapes. So I'll go back in with that Ring Off shade. Groceries and dry goods. Make sure we do fire drills when called for and make sure the schedule is adhered to. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Where's that other thin brush? This might work. I normally use this for my brows, but I'm going to try and use it to create a thin, not wing, but, you know, just to give some dimension to my, like here. So I'll go back in with Ring Off. You missed my comment. Oh, that's me told. January the 8th, that's my dad's birthday. Oh, cool. I just can't always catch all comments, but thank you for letting me know. No, it was above that. Oh, on the budget box, did I not read it out? Yeah, the one about the spice and sugar from ABH, I read that out. It has a palette with eyeshadow and highlights, a blush palette, setting spray primer, and Bad Bitch kit. Okay. Sounds like good value. I just don't rate them. I don't rate P. Louise. They're not as good as what everyone claims. They make these mistakes. They don't put them right. Lisa had so much crap from them last year in the Black Friday sale. I mean, I don't think they'll be doing a Black Friday sale, but it won't be as crazy as last year's because that had already started this time last year. And I've bought nothing from them. And I don't intend to. This might be better. Yeah, I think this one's going to be better from BH Cosmetics. Let's try and blend it out a bit. What is a budget box? So P. Louise put all products of theirs into a budget box to sell them. A lot of the time it's older products. Sometimes there's newness in there. I didn't even really know about them that much until this year when you did the large palette look. Okay, I really liked them originally. Like last year, I really liked them. But, right, I want to, because that line's too big. I'll go in with a little bit more metallic in a minute. I want to, what do I want to do? I'm losing my train of thought, guys. Yeah, with P. Louise. Paige is the owner of that brand. They're good up until the point that they're not. So when I say they're good up until the point that they're not, like if your package goes missing or it doesn't come on time, you pay for express delivery and it just doesn't get there, and you contact customer service like you would any other company and they would sort it out. P. Louise don't. Poor Lisa last year didn't think she was getting a package, and she contacted customer service repeatedly, and she contacted Paige as well. And there's been some issues with Paige. All you need to do is go on TikTok and you'll see them. Right, but hopefully, Eden, you won't have any issues, because the issues, like, to me, were from Black Friday and the crazy sale she did last year. What shade is that? Radiant. So I'm going back in with Radiant just on this side. Just to make that line. Yeah, that's all right now. My issue now is because I use Radiant, or used to use it for the inner corner. What do I use? What do I use for my inner corner? I don't think there's anything. Sassy. Yeah, it's more like a taupe. Can't use that, it's too dark. Is there anything in Going Solo? Not really. I think I'm going to have to use a highlighter. What's being said? This might be my first and last time trying them then. Not really. I think your transaction might be completely smooth. But it will take a while to get there. Like I've watched like American people. I know you live in Queensland. And it does take quite a while to get there. So just keep that in mind. Do I want this like MAC Soft and Gentle, more goldy one? I think no. I think the Colourpop one, because it's more of a white. That would be really frustrating with a company when buying from them. Yeah. The only reason I say anything is because I've had experience. I've had experience with the customer service, and I've had experience with Paige when my palette broke. And all I wanted from them, right, is them to ship me a new palette, and I would have found someone to take that one. All I had is a black eyeshadow, but the black eyeshadow was literally all over the palette, so I had to clean that up. And because I bought it in the sale, I think I paid about £20 and not 40. They wouldn't send me a new one, so they basically just refunded me. If I would have wanted a refund, I would have asked for a refund. It's like, listen to your customers, love. But she's not always been that way. Her company is growing quite rapidly. Oh, that's good. I'm really liking this. It feels, I don't know if it's giving that for you guys, but it feels winter. Especially with this jumper, it feels like winter. I'm getting winter vibes. Do you know, like cold girl vibes? It's a shame I don't have like a blue highlighter. I'm sure there's one in my Michaela palette. Let's put a bit of this on. Give us some more cold girl vibes. Hi, Miley's. Like your eyeshadow today. Thank you. I can't believe it's snowing where I am. Not sure about you. Where do you live again? It has been snowing here. It snowed just a tiny amount last night when I was going to my mum's. But again, it's meant to be snowing on Thursday. Hi, Lotus Flower. I think I'm going to go on with this one. It's got a blue shift. And that one is called Starstruck. Right, let's go in with this brush again. Ooh. Are you kidding me? Right, and then we'll blend out a bit. Oh, I could have used this. I could have used this one. That's got a blue shift. I'm not putting it on. This one is She Glam's Lunar Glow. Forgot I got a single in that. And I've got a single that does this blue shift from MUA as well. Looks very icy wintry to me. That's the look I'm going for, babe. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere we go. I know I'm a shit singer. Sorry, guys. I won't win any awards. Right, that looks nice. I could have put some of that that highlighter here, but never mind, it's done now. That's just doing what it's doing. Right, let's go in with the Prime Prometics Prime Lash Mascara. That is freezing. You can tell it's getting winter. It's getting quite cold in my flat. Don't know what to do for lips. It's only 9:30. because I came on earlier. Are you still in Australia, Eden? With your family? What do I do for lips? I don't like it too blown out on the lash line. I'm going to go back in with Bougie if I can find that brush I used. Oh, we'll just use this one. Blend that out a bit here. I never thought I'd like grey and silver. Right, so I've used everything in here now. Have I used all the mattes? Maybe not this one, Ecstatic, but definitely all the others. I do think they could have gone a bit cooler with it. Like from my point of view, I don't always want to do, like there's a lot of rosy, then there's a lot of brown. I don't always want to do that with a silver eye look. And yeah, you can pull out a different palette, but what if you didn't have a different palette to pull out? Just my opinion. You can't get this palette anyway. Sorry for using it and showing you the looks, but you can't get it, I don't think. At least when I've looked on Kaima Cosmetics, it's not been there. Let's look at these lipsticks up here. Right, this is an MUA colour changing lip and cheek oil. I'll have to try this as a cheek. I don't like it as a lip. It's like that colour on your lips, fuchsia, and that's not me. But then we've got these two MUA lip glosses. So we've got, excuse me, see what I mean? My throat's going. It's been over an hour though. So we've got, this is a new one, I think. When I say new, it's a couple of months old. Moon. And then this is the one I've had for a while, Petal. So Moon. I think Petal is too pink. Let's try Moon. I wouldn't buy any more of these because I don't think I like them that much. And sometimes when I'm using them, they burn the back of my throat and I don't know what that's about. It just looks like my lips, but they're shiny. I should have put a lip liner underneath. These are supposed to be a dupe for the Gloss Bombs. I could have used, do you know the creams that I'm talking about, the Fenty creams? What I could have done, and I might do it, is use this. Yes, it's feels like I don't know if it's burning the back of my throat, but like I have to have a little cough every time I use them. I might just get rid of them when I do my declutter. So let's try this, because I want to put this in a project pan. I mean, I do like the scent. I do like the smell of it. I don't like how thick and gloopy they are. This one isn't too bad. These Fenty Beauty ones, they're not too bad, but yeah, I wouldn't repurchase. So I'll take this to my mum's to top up with. Or maybe not. What are these MAC ones? Oh, so we've got, well, that's too dark. And I think Velvet Teddy will be in here as well. These might use up so many times. Yeah, Velvet Teddy. I have to use these so many times. I think 3 times each. And then I can say whether I'm going to keep or declutter. I'll take that to my mum's. Again, it doesn't look anything special on the lips. I wish it looked... Can you see where it pulls orange up here? I wish it looked like that on the lips, and it just doesn't. I got the Mini Kylie High Gloss set. Was one of them clear? It looked clear. Was one of them Diva or something like that? And do they have any glitters in them? Because I only got them in the first place for the glitters. I'm just gonna blend in until you answer my question. You didn't yet. You're clear and Diva, yeah. The Diva one, does it have like glitters in it like mine do or not? You'll have to let me know how you go with them. In this day and age, I literally don't think you need a full-size lipstick or lip gloss. Right, so let's pull the collar up now. Now that I'm ready to brave the outdoors. So, yeah, this is the look. I'd like my fringe to be a bit better. But, yeah, this is the look. Nah, Diva isn't glittery. The more shimmery, like, I wouldn't say that they like any of them that I've seen. And the only ones that I saw that had that in are these two. Damn Gina. I don't even think you can see it because they're that fine, the glitters. Damn Gina, anyway. And then you might be able to see it more on that because it's lighter. And then Daddy's Go. I won't get any more of these until I've used at least one of them up. I do want to get a Pat McGrath Labs Luster Gloss. I'm not paying £28 for one. Tammy said that she's got to. She said, you know, the thing to do really is to choose a shade that you know you're going to use. Even so, I won't pay £28 for one. It's absolutely insane. Especially as these are only £17 each. They don't do the kits at my Boots where I get the Kylie Cosmetics from. So that's that. I mean, right, if I only paid £34 for 2 full-size Kylies, why would I spend £28 for a Pat McGrath Labs? To me, that doesn't make sense. I can't make that make it sense. I just started a pot of coffee. I'm already tired. Oh, no. Lol, damn Gina. LOL, who's Gina? I've said that in videos on my what video was it? I think it's when I bought it. I'm like, who's Gina? I mean, she comes up with these names, doesn't she, Kylie, for relatives. So maybe it's one of her relatives. I've had lipsticks in the past that have been related to a grandmother, that have been related to a mother. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, but what about people that don't watch Kardashians? You look great in greys. Thank you. This is what it looks like. Cold girl weather makeup. It's appropriate as I'm going out in the cold now. It was 0 degrees earlier, guys. For some countries, that's not cold. For the next few days, it's dropping to -2. And then on Thursday, it's snowing. So, not great. I hate the snow. I absolutely hate it. Because what happens, it snows. And if it snows hard, it will stick. Which obviously snow does. And then the kids will be out in the sleighs, which that's what kids do, that's fine. But I'm not bothered about that. I'm bothered about the cars skidding right, like I live on a cul-de-sac. So then I go out and I can't see, like, because it's dark when I go out, I can't see, and there's black ice everywhere. So I'm falling all over the place. I've really hurt myself in the past. And it's like, why do you have to do that? You know, so elderly people live up here. I could do with a bloody scooter for the winter. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent now. I think it's glosses, you know, because I'm getting the same kind of choking feeling with this. Maybe they're made in the same factory as the Maybelline ones because they're being compared to them a lot. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you now, guys. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be using a different palette tomorrow, probably the Revolution one. Or I might just use the e.l.f. I can't even remember what they're called. Those singles. Those flex singles. Finest Fleck or something like that. It's one of you. Ugh. Yeah, Finest Fleck glitter eyeshadows. I might use them. I need to make sure, excuse me, I need to make sure that I've done my Shop My Stash because I've used everything now. And I can put the palette back in my collection. I just really like it. You asked me a question, Eden. You asked me, where is it? Where have I put it? Right. So you asked me, and I couldn't tell you, if I thought it was like this. Laminatrix Cosmetics Fairy Lights. And I've done a few swatches to compare it in another live. I don't think you was in it. And I just don't. I don't think it's the same formula. I don't think it looks the same on the lids from what I can remember. Sorry. To be honest, like I was saying, I think yesterday or the day before, I actually prefer, and it takes a lot for me to say this because I love Glaminatrix eyeshadows, I actually prefer the Kyma Cosmetics one to this. To me, this was a regret when I bought it. Just purely because I got the Glimmering Creatures, I think it was volume 1 off my friend. And the shades look a lot like some of the shades in here. So I didn't need both. But I've got it. I mean, at the time I was going to sell this. I wish I had. But this is another palette I can use at Christmas. So that's that. Love the look. Nice winter look. Thanks for the video. Thanks for lending your limited voice to us. No worries. Thank you for coming in, babe. I'm definitely going to go now. This was just a question that got asked. So I thought I'd reply in this video. And I'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.